last video, we did our first phase of cleaning. So today we are on our second phase of cleaning, and we're also going to be disinfecting. So for disinfecting, we're going to use viral kill, right? It kills a lot of germs. So we're going to be using viral kill just to disinfect the whole area, right? And I'm also going to elaborate more on the importance of monitoring humidity and temperature in your chicken coop. Hello everybody, this is your good Dr. Caroline, a professional medical doctor, passionate about poultry farming and striving for financial freedom. I'm going to use viral kill to disinfect. So viral kill is important is that what does it do, right? It's for broad spectrum infections. So it kills all types of infections such as bacteria, fungi, mycoplasms. You can also use it to disinfect your drinkers and also your feeders from all viruses in poultry farming. So this is very important to disinfect with it. After cleaning, make sure that to kill the germs, to kill the viruses, the fungi, the mycoplasms, you use viral kill, right? To clean and disinfect your feeders and your drinkers, viral kill, right? It also says for disinfection of air in poultry houses. So you can also use your spray pump to spray around the poultry house, right? So this is a 5 liter. I bought it, I think it was around 740, 770. So it would be advisable to get this. Clean with detergent and bleach. Then once you've done with that, you come and disinfect your poultry house with viral kill. As you can see, very important to have, especially when you're starting and you don't want to lose your flock. Remember, me and you guys, we are all about growing and scaling. So we don't want to lose our flock due to infections and being negligent, right? As we are busy doing our disinfecting round 2, I just want to elaborate more about the importance of humidity and temperature. Guys, humidity and temperature of your chicken coop is very important, and these two are very interconnected, right? They have to be closely monitored. They also have to be recorded in order for you to be able to see the trend of what is happening in your chicken coop, right? And that way you'll be able to see if your chickens are not feeding, if your chickens are not laying eggs, if your chickens, they're pecking each other. You'll be able to identify what is happening looking at the temperature, also looking at the humidity. It can make you identify and diagnose what is wrong with your chickens, right? So you have to make sure that you monitor this, and then you have a record, and then you always look at the trend of what is happening, right? You'll be able to see if it's at night, what is the trend of your humidity and temperature, and what needs to be done during the day. What is the trend and humidity of your chicken coop, so that you can be able to make changes. Another thing is that low humidity can cause serious impact to your flock. When the air is dry, what happens? This can cause diseases such as, for example, avian flu. It can make your flock or your chickens lose appetite. So loss of appetite means there's no growth, means there's reduced productivity from your chickens, which is what you don't want, right? There's heat stress, right? So when your chickens are stressed, what happens? They might end up pecking each other. They might end up not feeding, not being productive, not laying eggs, which is what we don't want. Me and you are trying to scale in this business, and we want to eliminate all the things that can reduce productivity from our chicks, right? So meaning we don't want the air to be dry. Imagine if it was you and the air was dry. What happens? Most probably you find that you can't breathe properly. Your nostrils are dry. Your nostrils are itchy. Sometimes it even causes bleeding due to dry air. So the same thing also happens to your flock. You don't want the air to be dry. You don't want also humidity to be too high, right? You want everything to be balanced so that we can have increased productivity, which is what we want. So the solution to dry air, we can put in cooling systems, right? I'm sure you've seen in big firms where they have this big fan that releases a bit of mist, right? So that helps because it helps with humidity. It reduces the dryness of the air, right? It improves hygiene in your chicken coop. It reduces the risk of diseases in your chicken coop, and also your chickens will be more comfortable. You want your chickens to be comfortable. You want them to be able to grow the way they're supposed to, according to our weekly measuring scales, and you want productivity to be at a maximum level. So my advice is that you have to keep your temperature between 33 to 36 degrees Celsius, and your humidity should be at 60%, right? So when you're rearing or during your brooding period, which is 0 to 7 days, right, your humidity should be at around 70%. And then during the growing and the developing period, you can keep your humidity at 40%, right? Between 40 and 60% will be perfect, right? So another thing that you need to do, you need to train and educate the personnel that will be in charge of your chicken coop. If you are employed like me, you're going to find an employee who's going to be based in your chicken farm fully. You will have to fully educate them about keeping record of your humidity and temperature. You have to educate them about looking at the trend. You have to educate them about what to do when there's a change that you're not happy with, what to do if the air is too dry, or what to do if the temperature is too high. You don't want to get into the chicken coop and you are having a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius, right? So meaning you would have to switch on the fans, you will have to open up the windows. So those are the things that you'd have to educate the person that will be fully employed at your farm, right? And also you need to avoid low temperatures because you don't want your chickens to catch flu. You don't want them sneezing, you don't want them having sinusitis. We want our chickens to be as productive as possible because we want to scale, we want to grow. So we have to minimize all the mistakes, and then we have to do things accordingly, following the right steps. High humidity in your chicken coop, it increases ammonia, and it also reduces the quality of your air in the chicken coop. So you want your chickens to be healthy, guys. So the reason why we disinfect 3 to 4 times is because we don't want diseases, right? We don't want our chickens to get sick. The reason why we need to monitor humidity and temperature is because we want to avoid diseases. We want to avoid our chickens from having stress. We want to avoid them from pecking each other. We want to avoid decrease in productivity. So we want growth. We want them to grow. We want to grow our chicks with love so that they can give back the eggs with love. So yeah, guys, this is what I wanted to elaborate while we're still busy disinfecting part 2. And knowing the importance of this too, you will know on what to do, especially when you see that there's a huge percentage of a decrease in productivity of your eggs. Then you know how to diagnose your chickens, what is happening, what to change, how to change it. So if we eliminate all these small little pits, that your coop is disinfected, that that the humidity and temperature of your coop is perfect, then you can look into the different viruses. You can look into taking one chick and testing it for different viruses. But as long as we eliminate the things that is in our capability, we eliminate a large percentage of having reduction in production of eggs. So yeah, guys, this is a little about the inside of your coop. So on the next episode, we'll be talking about the importance of nests. Why do we need nests in our chicken coop, and what do they serve? So you need to join for you to learn more about that.